Alright, I'm gonna try a talking head voiceover this time because it's kind of boring just watching a noob fly around with no context. So this is my Mobula 8. This thing's a little ripper, man. I thought it was gonna be just a tiny whoop, kind of slow. I would call this a power whoop. 2S on this size platform's no joke. This thing's got some balls. So I'm finally starting to get a little more comfortable with this thing. So I'm getting closer to the ground, to obstacles, doing some more tricks, I guess, just testing things out. I have no idea how I'm going to sync this audio with the, or talking head video with the video after the fact, but I'll get better at it later on, I guess. Just cruising around here. This is my neighborhood, obviously. I usually don't go very far to fly. Video's breaking up. 100 milliwatts on the VTX is not enough, and my DVR system kind of sucks. Well, I'm using, instead of goggles, I'm using a monitor from, I think it's Ishin LCD 5802D. I'm looking at the box. Anyways, the antennas are just a stock rubber duck Omnis, and I usually have this ground station in a bad position for RF, so I'm getting a lot of probably multipathing going on, but the VTX on the Mobula 8 isn't set to the max power, so it's this was just me testing to see if it would still work at a lower power setting. It works pretty good, but the video signal is way more sensitive to conditions than the ELRS link, and obviously the ELRS link is phenomenal. Those developers have done a great job, but this is just regular analog video shooting out the VTX. Okay, for this flight I'm sitting on the side of the house, so if I fly this thing around the corner of the house, obviously I have no line of sight from antenna to antenna, so the VTX to the VRX where I'm standing. I put the monitor on a tripod, but it's not a good spot. So yeah, I love surfing this hill, diving down. In the corners I tend to do like a punch out, so it's kind of weird. Right there I'm just testing like throttle response. I keep doing these little throttle punches just to see what it's got. I actually don't like what happens after the first couple throttle punches. I lose so much amperage delivery, either from the GNB battery or just the fact that it's what a lithium high voltage battery does, that I'm not used to. I'm used to 3S and 4S packs, and after the first punch out on this thing, after I take off, the props are screaming. I mean, it's like 40,000 plus RPM. Then after that, it's just not as exciting, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, it's fun cruising around with this thing. I still was getting used to, yeah, see, I tried to go low on that and had to hit the throttle at the last second, but that's all right. Still a lot of video breakup, but getting my coordinated turns down a little better. Okay, so this is where I was trying to just cruise the ground. My friend calls it a chin scraper when he flies over himself real low, but yeah, obviously not good for the VTX being that low to the ground. Everyone else will tell you the same thing, but yeah, I was trying to get my throttle management down. Now, what I didn't know, I know now, but what I didn't know when I was testing this out was with the camera angle this low, throttle input makes more of a difference in altitude than it does pushing the quad forward. So you get this real bobbing sensation going on. One guy in my comments was talking about that. Shout out to that guy, because he basically gave me the idea to tilt that damn camera up, and all of a sudden my flying got way better. But this is an older video, so my camera's not tilted up that much yet. So yeah, just messing around. My neighbors came out of his driveway, so I was like, all right, what if I try to track this guy like I'm flying my DJI drone? Obviously a way different sensation on an FPV. I've been flying line of sight for years, just barely got into FPV. I didn't trust the wiring on my 4-inch, so I bought this pre-made Mobula 8. Obviously I should have done that a really long time ago, because this, isn't that a badass turn? That's cool doing that. But still, my throttle management's no good. Whoa, I don't know if I actually hit the ground or not, but I got pretty damn close. Again, camera angle too low. Throttle input causes more altitude change than forward velocity, so you get this weird bobbing sensation going on. But I'm not trying to fly perfect. I'm just trying to learn still. Yeah, trying to learn, you know, like a noob would. I'll be a noob for a while. Okay, so I usually try to land in this bush, but I missed it, so there we go, right in the rocks. Awesome, right? And yes, I am a really short guy, so if you see me picking up the quad looking like a gnome or something, that's me. I'm 5'6", pretty damn short. All right, cool. Nice flight. Catch you guys in the next one.